I cannot give you a very definite figure in 5 years, but the total investment required in the energy sector and related industries, these are petrochemicals and fertilizers and gas-based industries, the total investment required is more than $500 billion in about 10 years' time. What proportion of it will be used in 5 years' time, it will be difficult at this stage to specify. But that's the level of investment that Iraq expects to spend. Of course, mostly it will be spent by the international oil companies that have contracted to develop the oil fields. But before we are taken by the size of that kind of investment, we should also notice that the revenues that will be generated as a result of developing the energy sector, particularly the oil fields, will be in excess of $6 trillion in today's oil prices over the coming 20 years. So Iraq will be in a very good position to repay all those investments in a short time. We are talking about $500 billion investment with expected return of $6 trillion.
And of course, as you say, part of this expansion will involve foreign companies. Iraq has hit some road bumps. We were talking about ExxonMobil, that case. Give us an update of that situation.
Iraq has consistently informed all the oil companies. As a matter of fact, it's an article of the contract that has been signed that the Iraqi laws have to be observed. Signing a contract to develop oil or gas field without the approval of the federal government of Iraq, the government in Baghdad, will be considered as a breach of the Iraqi law. The companies who sign such contracts without approval of the government, those contracts have no standing with the government. The companies have no right to work on Iraqi territory, and they've all been adequately informed from the very beginning. And any company that has taken other course of action has been asked either to respect the Iraqi laws and cancel those contracts or submit them to the government of Iraq to look at them, approve them or disapprove them, or they have to withdraw from their contracts in the south because they are in breach of those contracts. And that's what has happened in the case of ExxonMobil.
How quickly can Iraq enforce these laws?
How quickly? It has taken a bit longer in case of ExxonMobil. I don't think it will take long in case of any other company that chooses to follow that course.
Do you expect a production cut at the next meeting?
No, not a production cut, but we expect, and Iraq is calling upon all member countries to respect their quotas. Currently, the total quota of OPEC members, except Iraq, because Iraq has no quota, is 30 million barrels per day. OPEC is producing 31 million barrels per day, so there are some members overproducing their quotas. And we are calling, and a number of other members are calling, that quota should be observed. And we believe if there is no need really for overproduction. The market is well supplied, well stocked, prices are stable, there is no great demand, so there is no need really to overproduce.
Is the current price a sustainable price? Is it the right price in your view?
Yes, I think the current price, about $100 per barrel, is a price that will encourage investors to keep on developing marginal fields, and it's a price that would not impact the economic development in the rest of the world. There has been a slowdown in some parts of the world, noticeably in Europe, but that has not been because of the oil prices or the energy bills. There are other issues that has impacted the economic development in these countries. We have not noticed that the current price has caused any slowdown in any economy in any region of the world.
Thank you very much, Mr. Al-Shahristani. That's the latest from the Oil and Money Conference in London. I'm Angeline Ong for Reuters.